everybody, it's Caitlin here. I am going to be making a banana nut bread soap today. I melted down my oils a little bit so that they wouldn't take as long to incorporate with my lye solution. And this is freshly mixed lye solution. Really hot. I'm going to mix this in and melt everything down. Alrighty, and then into my rice bran oil and castor oil, I am adding some coconut milk powder and some kaolin clay. So I'm just going to incorporate all of that into here now. I'm going to go ahead and pour my oils all together. Now we'll stick blend. And I'm checking to see if the oil separates. And it is a little bit, so I'm just going to stir and then stick blend once more. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is pour off about a pound of this for some soap frosting. I don't know exactly how much I need. So this is 3-pound batch. So I figure 2 pounds for the main part of the soap and 1 pound for the frosting. I don't know. So let me pour that off into here. Oop, I need my scale. So I need 1 pound poured off. Into all of this here, I'm going to be adding some walnut shell powder. So I'll see how I like that. And that'll be good. Okay, now I'm going to stick blend. That looks so creamy. Okay. And I'm going to pour off a little bit and add a tiny bit of the fragrance to it. And the fragrance that I'm using is Nature's Garden Banana Nut Bread. So I'm just going to pour off a little bit. And in this, I'm going to add the color first, and I'm going to be using coffee beans. And I got this from Soapbox Micas, which she's not doing business anymore, but you could just use like a coffee brown mica. If you really wanted to, you could use like cocoa powder. I just want this to be like a dark crust color. I even brought out my one of my original purple Amazon molds for this because it's slightly wider than my tall and skinnies. And if I was going to do a high top, I didn't want it to be crazy high. It smells so good. I'm just going to put, it's probably a fourth of the batter, so perfect. And it says that this slightly accelerates on the website. So I actually am looking forward to that so that it can help me out with this layer. Okay. I'm going to stick blend it. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this first layer in. It's just a very thin layer. I didn't want it to be such a plain bar, so I thought if I made like a little crust layer, you know how the bottom of bread usually gets a little darker than the rest of it. It's like midnight where I live, and all my kids are sleeping, so I thought, oh, you know what, now's a better time than any to make some soap. Alrighty, and then in this one, which seems to be thicker than the other section that I was stick blending forever, this section I'm going to add the rest of the fragrance to. And this fragrance discolors to a brown. So I just wanted to ensure that that bottom section would be a different color than the rest, but I don't know exactly how dark this will get. Especially with these little walnut shells in there. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Oh, that matches. Alrighty, and then here is my frosting. So I'm going to add some titanium dioxide to this because I really want it to stand out. I'm making a big mess today. I want it to definitely be lighter than my embed that I'm going to be doing. Which I just made like an hour ago because I was so excited about making this soap. I wanted to know if I would be able to make a banana embed, and so I had some white soap dough, and I added a little bit of a pale yellow to one part of it and then a gold to the other. And then I rolled out the pale gold into like little tiny strips. And then I put 3 of them and rolled it. I should have filmed it. I didn't know it was going to work. All right, I'm going to stick blend this. All right, so I'm going to let this set up a little bit, and then I'll show you my embeds while we wait. Here are my embeds. I just made them. Move this down a little bit. But I just took 3 like little tiny like strings of like the gold color, and I put some of the cream colored soap in between them, and then I mashed those together and rolled them into like a strip, and then I laid out my lighter soap dough, like flattened it out, and then put the strips right in the middle and then rolled it up. And then I just took my my soap cutter, like the straight cutter, and I just kind of etched into the side of it, and then that was it. And I liked it so much I got excited and thought, I need to make soap now. I just wanted it to be a slightly different color so that you knew it was a banana. Okay, let's get this into my piping bag. It's still a little runny, but I wanted to get it in there so that as soon as it was ready, I could start piping. And I'm just using a quart-size freezer bag because I realized after I started this whole process that I was out of piping bags. Okay, I tried to pipe and it was still too soft and it was coming out of the bag pretty quickly. It still probably is too soft, but it's 1 in the morning and I want to go to bed. So let's see here. Okay, there's 1 row down. I'm pretty sure this is my first time ever piping a soap like this. All right, I'm going to try to do 2 across now. Hopefully I have enough to do all of them. Oh no. All right, that's not too bad. They're not going to be really strong peaks or anything, but they exist. All right, let's try the last row. And I'm going to just do 1 more dollop on top, since I have extra piping. And I think I'll leave it at that. And I have my banana embeds here. So I'm actually going to try to line these up with these lines that I made. I need to get them in between each one of these lines. I don't know if it's going to hold these or not. Yeah, it's holding them. All right, I was going to put them 1 on each side, but I think this would look too crowded if I did that. So I am going to now sprinkle on some of this walnut shell powder on top. And I have some edible glitter spray. It's like a silvery pearlescent color. And I'm just going to spray, mostly focusing on this side over here. Alrighty, and I will bring you guys up for a close-up. And here is the soap loaf close-up. Alrighty, I'm back to cut this. The frosting's still a little bit soft, so let's see if I could still cut into this without ruining it. There it is. Looks like it partially gelled there on the edge. And a little bit of that fragrance is seeping, it looks like, but that should soak right back in.
You just make a cutting sound.
Yep, I just made a cutting sound. My son's here with me, Patrick. Say hi, Patrick.
Hi, Pat. Hey. I'm Dad. Whoa. You know?
Do you like these, Patrick?
Yes.
Do they smell good?
Yes. Where we use them for the bathtub.
For the bathtub?
Yes.
That would be cool.
Yes.
Should I save a bar for us?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Let's save those two. Get that stove for me. I need it. No. Oh,
And it will discolor. You can see around the edge it's starting to discolor a little bit. This is so exciting. These came out cute. This is the first time I've ever made like a high top frosted soap. The only other time I've frosted a soap was like my Christmas gingerbread men, and like I did like a unicorn soap where I frosted like little flowers on it, and then I also did cupcakes, but that's really it. What are you doing, Patrick?
I want to use this big one.
Okay. And these I am making an inch thick. They all look alike. So fancy. I'm excited to see what it discolors to. Looks like it's be more of like a taupey brown instead of this yellow brown that it is now. Like a beigey color. My son has hiccups if you hear him. And my other one, Jameson, he's trying to get a stool in here to watch me cut this. Huh, guys?
I'm using this stool.
And here's the last one. Really close to cutting that banana, but we didn't. How cute! I'm very excited about this. It smells so good. It might be, it might be one of my favorite fragrances. It smells very good, doesn't it, Patrick?
Yeah.
Look at this little slither. Should we save this for us?
Yes.
Yeah?
Let's save all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to clean these up a little bit,
And the banana.
as much as I can, and then I have to stamp them, and then I will bring you back to show you what they look like